Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, you have seen what the courts have said regarding the motion on impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua's lawyers had requested the courts to give a temporary, to actually stop the impeachment process that is supposed to take place on the 16th, beginning the 16th of October 2024. But the courts gave a ruling. Now, in the wake of this realization, what the courts have said, there is a story here, ladies and gentlemen, about what is believed that the team of Rigathi Gachagua could have advised Rigathi Gachagua, because the point to note here, ladies and gentlemen, is that this impeachment motion, this impeachment will take place. That is what Rigathi Gachagua's team is now being confronted with. Now, based on the story that is coming from the Senate, there is going to be, I think, a 4-hour session for Rigathi and a 4-hour session for the accusers of Rigathi. So the total of about 8 hours session that are going to be given for those who are going to provide evidences and those who are going to oppose those evidences. Now, I want to take you to something that is also developing here, because there is a story here that I've stumbled upon, and it's a tweet shared here regarding a move which it's believed that Rigathi Gachagua could have taken. Now, before I take you to this leaked tweet, ladies and gentlemen, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for those who will be supporting this channel. Now, there's a tweet that has been shared here. This tweet is a bit long, but it's good if I share it, because the details there are pointing to the fact that it could be that Rigathi Gachagua is now slowly planning for an exit strategy. So, talking about this exit strategy, you know, if Rigathi is impeached, there are consequences. If he resigns, there are consequences. There are privileges that Rigathi is going to enjoy if he resigns, as opposed to him being impeached. If he is impeached, then most likely he cannot vie for any elective seats for a particular number of times. It's just like what happened to Sonko, what happens to Babayao, Ferdinand Waititu. They can't vie. I think it's around 10 years. So let me take you through this tweet that has been shared. Now, someone by the name Bianca says, news coming through the grapevine has it that the embattled Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua sent emissaries to the doyen of administration to negotiate for an exit plan. In short, Gachagua is contemplating resignation as an option. He wants to be allowed to enjoy the privileges of a former Deputy President, including security and VIP treatment, in exchange for his resignation from the nation ahead of a crucial Senate vote on his impeachment motion. As per the Constitution, a Deputy President forfeits all privileges if removed from office before serving half of their 5-year term. Rigiji hasn't served for half of the 5-year presidential term. This means Gachagua's request to the President to allow him to retain the privileges of a DP, such as a 4-wheel drive vehicle with an engine capacity not exceeding 3,000 cc, a fuel allowance equivalent to 15% of his monthly salary, security officers, and a monthly pension equal to 80% of his last salary, a lump sum payment upon retirement, and 2 saloon vehicles with an engine capacity not exceeding 2,000 to be replaced every 4 years is null and void. Should the President accept that, he'll be doing so outside the confines of the 2010 Constitution. Now, there is also a picture that has been shared here of Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto. You can check that picture well. So that is what has been shared, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this story is a bit interesting if you've been following it. It says that Rigathi wants some privileges here because he has seen that there is a big probability that he's going to be impeached. Let's just say, for example, the Senate does the same way that the National Assembly did. Now, should that happen, because now we know that he has not been able to convince the courts to stop the impeachment. The courts have not been able to stop that impeachment. I believe you must have followed the proceedings. I'll share the video. So because the courts cannot stop the proceedings, and Rigathi has realized that is the case, that's why you find that there's this story trending here that he could be seeking for a way out. I will look for more details regarding this story. It's a very shocking one, because we all know that Rigathi hasn't finished half of his term, 2.5. They took office in 2022, somewhere there in September, October. Now, if you do the math, then they only served last year, and they have not finished this year. They're supposed to finish this year, then around their April, hapo tunasema kwamba Rigathi amemaliza 2.5 years. So if you look at this plan, the orchestrator or the person who was planning this impeachment alipiga hesabu kubwa. Kwanza alijua kwamba Rigathi Gachagua akiwa impeached leo hatapata hizi full benefits. Akajua kwamba Rigathi Gachagua akiwa impeached leo itambidi amfuate William Ruto, ambembeleze ili Ruto amruhusu apate hizi benefit. Lakini if you look at also, the constitution does not allow this. You must have served for 2.5 years to upate hizi privilege. Utakuwa unakuwa considered kama umeserve full term. Now the person who's going to take over from Rigathi Gachagua, assuming is impeached, assuming the Senate confirmed this impeachment, and then assuming another person is nominated, goes through the grilling and is successful, and the courts finally swear him or her in. Now, if that happens, ladies and gentlemen, most likely what is going to take place is that the person will hold this office for more than 2.5 years, assuming he is not impeached like Rigathi Gachagua. Now, if that also happens, it means that person, if he or she doesn't secure a slot as a deputy president in 2027, shall be able to enjoy the full benefits of a person who served, a deputy president who served for a full term. So unapata kwamba Rigathi atakuwa disadvantage here, kwa sababu yeye alifaitia hii serikali lakini haja benefit. Lakini yule mwingine atakuwa hakufaitia serikali sana kama Rigathi, lakini ame benefit more than Rigathi. So I think Rigathi has to make a decision on whether to convince William Ruto to at least give him those privileges, or to fight to the last breath, because he said he was not going to resign. Because he's not going to resign, it means if he's impeached, basi hawezi simamia urais, hawezi kuwa deputy president in 2027, na that will be a plus to someone like Kalonzo Musyoka, because Kalonzo Musyoka has already pronounced himself as a potential candidate in 2027. So if at all, let's say in the event that Rigathi Gachagua is impeached, Kalonzo Musyoka atakuwa na wakati rahisi, kwa sababu hata tetea sana, hata gombana sana na Rigathi Gachagua juu ile mambo ya presidential candidate ama running mate, kwa sababu kwanza kuna shida kwamba nani alikuwa atakubali kuwa running mate wa mwingine, kwa sababu wote hawa wanajikuta kama ni watu wana nguvu. Sasa ilikuwa ni Kalonzo kuwa running mate ama Rigathi awe running mate. So if Rigathi is impeached, Kalonzo atakuwa na bahati, kwa sababu Kalonzo inamaanisha yeye atakuwa flag bearer na Rigiji hatakuwa hata running mate, kwa sababu atakuwa amekuwa impeached. So itabidi Kalonzo Musyoka achukue mtu mwingine ndiye awe flag bearer, awe running mate. So Rigiji, this scenario atakuwa ni kama vile tu kingmaker. Atakuwa kingmaker because constitutionally 10 years. So if 10 years atakuwa hawezi simama, na maanisha atamsupport Kalonzo Musyoka for 2 terms, after which akimaliza 2 terms ndiye ataweza kusimamia urais. Hesabu ni ngumu, lakini mimi naona kwamba hiyo ndio kitu ambacho inaweza fanyika saa hizi. So ladies and gentlemen, just go below in your comment section and offer a reaction regarding this message that I just shared from one very reliable Twitter handler by the name Bianca. And she says that Rigathi has sent emissaries to William Ruto. Emissaries were supposed to discuss with William Ruto so they can come up to with an agreement that will be a win-win situation for them, for both of them. Ndio Rigathi akipata, ndio hata kama ataenda lakini apate marupurupu kidogo. Wajua, earlier on there was this talk that Rigathi had demanded for 8 billion to be given to him, because he said that he used his money to finance the campaign. Now, because he has not reaped from this government according to his expectation, the best that can happen ni apewe pesa yake aregeshewe. Kulikuwa na hiyo story. Hiyo pia ilitokea tu. But these are some of the things that we are going to face as time goes by. Now, perhaps if you watch this video and you have not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.